Team A?
Hey everyone, hope you're having a good night. Tonight we're going to talk to you about challenging your comfort zone. I'm Tina.
I'm Alyssa.
I'm Hein.
I'm Laura.
And I'm Victor. And really quickly, we're going to start off with a short clip by SpongeBob. I'm sorry, it's the same thing. Well, we changed the clip, but SpongeBob's amazing, right?
Just sitting in your house? Ain't you gonna get lonesome? I won't be lonesome. I've got all the friends I need right here. This is Penny, and Chip, and say hello to Used Napkin.
Alright, so the purpose of this presentation today is to try and get you outside of that. Well, if you end up being a SpongeBob, we're going to get you as far away as we can from that sort of small comfort zone. And just a quick little story, actually. I'm really into hip-hop. I like to dance. I like to go to classes. And there was one day, usually in classes, they choose people at the end of the class to go and dance in front of the rest of the people. And it's like, ooh, damn, do you really want to do that? You know, you might mess up. And then, of course, my happy-go-lucky self was like, yeah, nothing can go wrong, right? It was one other guy and me. And this doesn't pertain to the story, but it went horribly. The point is that I went out of my comfort zone, and I tried to think about my future. Because that can also permeate into the business realm as well. Going out of your comfort zone and performing in front of a group of people is the same thing as what we're doing right now, and I believe it exists in whatever aspect you might be looking into, whether it be dance or just business, right? So right now we're going to go into the agenda. We're going to start off with what is exactly a comfort zone, so you guys know what we're talking about, why you should be leaving that comfort zone, how to mentally prepare when you're leaving that comfort zone, networking event tips, and we're actually also going to show you upcoming events that we think you should go to as a group. Now I'm going to give it to Laura to talk about comfort zone. Or sorry, just kidding. I have an icebreaker. That was a cool joke, right? So really quickly, I'm going to ask you this question on a first date. What is one thing that your date could say or do that would make you leave? So I'm going to ask that you guys talk to somebody. And last time I saw a couple of you guys just talking to people in your group, and that's a major no-no. Okay? I'm going to be looking around, and if you're not talking, that's bad, because you have to learn and grow with us, okay? Just like how I made a mistake, some of you guys did too last time, all right? So if you don't mind, please turn to somebody and start talking about this. We'll give you 30 seconds, okay?
You know what? When you told me right now, if I sit down, they said, I'm a dog.
Okay, excuse me? Alright, how was that? Good? Thumbs up? Yeah, fun? Okay, awesome, great. Now guess what the next slide is. Who am I going to give it to? Laura.
Thank you, Victor.
Of course.
So before we can start, we need to define what a comfort zone is. And a comfort zone is a situation in which you're not being challenged and you're too comfortable in it. And that's why we're asking you to step out of it. Reasons you should leave your comfort zone. It's because if you're in a hostile environment, you should leave, of course, so you can be better. It'll help you grow. It'll give you personal growth, and it'll also give you new opportunities. You'll also be surprised at if you're worried stepping out of your comfort zone because you think what others are thinking about you. You'll actually be surprised at the lack of attention that they're actually paying to you. A bit of a story for me is that I took a risk and I stepped out of my comfort zone a few months ago by going to a career fair here at the school. And I went, I was like, you know what, I'm going to be okay, I'll go, and I thought I was prepared. When I showed up, I was really intimidated by all the companies that were there because I didn't recognize half the companies, like not even half actually. And then I was looking around at the students and everybody was super professional, they had their resumes, everything. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I shouldn't be here. So I went to the only company that I recognized, which was State Farm, and I talked with the recruiter that was there, just trying to step out of my comfort zone, like I said. But I sold myself short, and I didn't feel too comfortable. So after talking with him, I immediately left. I was like, I can't do this. It isn't for me. So I left. And then for this class, we actually had an assignment in which we had to go to an engagement activity, and the career fair didn't count, so I still had to go to another one. So I was looking online, and I found an event to go to, and it was State Farm was going to be back. I was like, oh, you know what? I'm feeling a little more confident. I'm taking this BCom class. I'm learning how to be professional. So let me go and try this again. And plus, I needed it for the grade. So I went, and yeah, it was the same recruiters that I had talked to, but it was better because it was in a closed circle. It wasn't as intimidating as a career fair. It was just a panel of recruiters with a lot of other students, and it was more personal. It was one-on-one. So I ended up telling them that I had applied from the first time that I had talked to them, and they were like, oh, okay, well, we've met you twice now, and it speeded up my interview process, and I did get the job out of it. So this summer, and almost a month from now, I've actually got an internship with them. So that's just an example of what happened. So Ty is actually going to give us another personal story in which he overcomes his comfort zone.
All right. 6 years ago, 6 years ago, I decided to study abroad. Not because I want to do that, it's just because everyone else was doing that. I decided, yes, I'm above them. So I've got to move out. So I tell my mom, yes, mom, I want to move out. And then just pretend to show off, right? And this is exactly how I feel.
Don't worry, watch.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, I got this. I didn't think about any challenges. I didn't think about any risk that I will do, like I will meet in Australia, the country that I live. So I confidently step out of the airplane. At that time, I started to feel anxiety. That pressure started to put on me. The flight attendant told me, "What do you want to eat tonight?" I didn't understand it. I was like, just get away, right? You know, like, get out of the way, right? So I was like a little bit pressure. But the worst thing is, when I arrived to the yeah, that's a good one. If you arrive to the airport, Sydney, I have to transfer to domestic flight to South Australia, which is where I live and study there. And then it was two different airports. I couldn't speak English. I started to feel the risk. I started to feel the challenges. And then I couldn't come back. I couldn't go back to Vietnam. I couldn't do anything else but move on. I put on Google translate Vietnamese to English, and then try to figure it out. And finally, I overcome it. But the main point was, if I didn't I didn't decide to move out because other people. If I think about the challenges, if I think about the risk that I will meet in Australia, I will not do that thing. I will probably in Vietnam right now, doing some office job, get a decent amount of money, get a family maybe. but the ending story, I'm here when research that I bought 3 years ago in Australia. Speaking here, talking to you guys, right? And then I am expanding my comfort zone. And think a moment about it. Now, I missed that part. I will show you guys later. Alright, so what happened in the airport is I feel worry, anxiety, and those kind of stuff right here. But before that, before this guy, I was so confident. I told myself, yes. I told myself, look at this, what am I doing? I told myself, right?
He gets tased, by the way.
I told myself in that situation, and then I felt anxiety. I couldn't do anything else but moving on, and then feel this, right? Excited, doing the thing, and then keep doing that. And you know what? I traveled 3 times already. Singapore, Australia, and US. It become my comfort zone right now. I am confident that I can adapt to a new environment really fast now. So it's not difficult for you to do that. It's something just like this. Read it. What is it? Confidence. Thank you. You said my name. Confidence. right? It's not something that you have to think every night. It's just something tell your friend to clap on the shoulder. You are confident. You're good. That's it. So, but think about this. If you think I am a liar, false counsel actually suggest that before stepping out of comfort zone, if you think that you have confidence, if you fill you with light, the projector light is on you. You will be better stepping out and then feel confident to stepping out of comfort zone. And from there, you don't have to do it again. You just need to leap off and get out of the way, right? And I noticed that some of you didn't do the icebreaker question. Probably it's because you were staying in your comfort zone, right? So this is an opportunity for you. Networking event will be a good chance for you to stay out of comfort zone, and Alicia will talk about it.
Let's clap for Hai. That was great.
Okay, so for networking events, UTD offers them, and also just outside of the school, events are going on all the time. So a good thing to do is to go with a friend. If you're with a friend, you'll feel more confident, and the environment will just feel a lot better for you. Be social. If you see somebody standing alone, go and talk to them. If you are alone, you'd want somebody to come up and talk to you as well. Just talk to everybody. Talk to people you've never seen before. Talk to people you know are in your other classes. Dress professionally. Whenever you dress nice, you feel more confident. And dressing professionally will also make others believe that you are at that event and you're taking it seriously. Avoid signs of being nervous. So a lot of people, whenever you're nervous, you put your hands in your pocket, you cross your arms. Especially whenever you cross your arms, that can come off as just you don't want to be talked to, you don't want to be bothered or anything. So if you're standing there with your arms crossed, nobody's really going to want to come up to you and talk to you. Professional drinking limit. So some of these events do offer you to drink. You should always not go overboard with it. Drink 1 to 3 drinks, know your limit, know when to stop, because if you drink too much, you're going to embarrass yourself. You can lose the opportunity of an internship, of a job, or any kind of offer like that. So with all of these tips, Tina's going to talk about some upcoming events that you can put these tips towards.
Thanks, Alyssa. So we found a few events that we thought would help you practice the skills that we presented tonight. The first one is keep calm, cool, and confident. This will give you tips and tricks about how to assert yourself in a really confident way, make sure that you're sure about yourself, and just stay cool and chill like Hai was. And then the second event, brand yourself on LinkedIn. Like Professor Bruce emphasized in this class, LinkedIn is a really surefire way to get yourself noticed by employers out there. It's a fantastic way to brand yourself, and I'm sure that we all made 100s on that assignment in here. And if not, or if you did, you can take yourself to the next level with this event. So, Stressbusters 2019. Let's go skating party. When was the last time anybody in here even went roller skating? I remember it was for Matthew Hadege's 5th grade birthday party. Thank you for the invitation. But yeah, if I were to go there today, I would not be able to stand on my own 2 feet, much less 8 wheels. So that would definitely be getting out of my own comfort zone. This is a great way to kind of just let loose, forget about the whole semester, and meet other students that are going through the same thing as you. And you know, who knows? Maybe you're actually really good at skating and you'll be like Hai, like move out the way, like just skating past people in the rain.
Or out of the comfort zone and into a hospital bed.
And then the last event that we found is Thriving. It's keys to finding a successful work-life balance. As many of us in here do have day jobs in the morning, some of us even have 2 jobs and even go to class after school or after work. It's really hard to maintain your own peace and tranquility whenever you have so much going on. So this is a little workshop that just talks about how you can make yourself happier and just manage your time pretty well. So hopefully you guys can all go. I mean, why not? Your tuition's paying for it. And Victor's gonna recap the whole presentation for you.
All right, how you guys doing? Hanging on? Yes is the answer, by the way. Okay. So Laura went ahead and talked about comfort zone, and she described that for you and why you should be leaving, right? And then Hai gave us an amazing story about preparation and the benefits of leaving your comfort zone and how he was able to assimilate himself into another culture and increase his comfort zone, become more comfortable. And these two lovely ladies down here gave us everything about networking events, what you should do, and we also gave you events that we would like for you to go to. And we'll see you there. All right. Any questions?